Hello everybody, it's me Roscoe and welcome to another instalment of Game Day. And we're back at Portman Road and it's a lovely sunny day in Suffolk as Town take on Middlesbrough in the Championship, looking to get back to winning ways and also back on the score sheet after 2 games without a goal. Obviously the goalless draw at Watford wasn't as bad as previous Saturday, but yeah, Town take on a Borough side who are in form under Michael Carrick. They're in a must-win scenario for all their games if they want to get into the playoffs. Obviously Town in a very good position. It's in their hands. Of course, Leicester dropping points yesterday. Leeds are currently playing against Blackburn as I record this. Game day will be out by the time that game's finished. But yeah, Town in a very good position indeed. They could go top of the table if they won. It is Kieran McKenna versus Michael Carrick. Should be an interesting game. I think there's going to be goals. That's what I predicted. I've gone for 3-2. But yeah, should be a good one. Of course, it's the Ipswich Town Foundation fixture. Some of the great stuff they do in the community. So shout out to everyone at the club for the stuff they do. It should be a good day all round. So let's get right into it. Normal stick, media scran. I already know what I've got. I've gone upstairs, got water, did this intro, and I've already been teased of what we've got, and it looks pretty good. So I can't wait to get that in my belly. So we've got that. Team news as always, and then the thoughts on the Cowie Army. Let's get right into it. And hopefully today, Town get back to winning ways. Let's do it. Okay, then we're now back in the media suite, and we've had a nice little chinwag with Patrick as always. And I've been given the food, and here it is in all its glory. Boom. It's cottage pie. Can't go wrong with that. Although I'm a bit hot and bothered. I don't know if I want a massive cottage pie when I'm going to be sitting out in the sun, but it will fill us up ready for the 90 minutes of football. Should be good. I think we had a cottage pie maybe early in the season, and that was pretty solid. But yeah, can't wait for it. Let's get it in the belly. Let's see what it rates out of 5. 10? I do 10, don't I? I don't do out of 5. I do out of 10. So let's see what rating it gets. Okay then. Media scran is very much in the belly, and that was top tier media scran, ladies and gentlemen. Well done to Ipswich Town, well done to the chef. That was very nice indeed. As I said, I think we've had cottage pie earlier in the season at some point, but it's been a while, and that was very nice indeed. Just perfect. I like potato, I like a bit of meat, I like a bit of veg. It was nice. My plate was clean. I didn't lick it, I didn't go that far, don't go that far. But no, it was very nice. Out of 10. Do you know what? That's going to get a solid 9 out of 10. So what a way to start my day to get ready for some footy. So team news is going to be dropping very shortly. Just have a little look at time. Short indeed. So let's see if there's any changes. Let's get into it. Okay then. Bumped into good old AJ. Of course I was going to bump into him because he's here doing the typey types. No Stu again. But AJ. It's getting lively in the media suite. Lots going on. Team news. We've got the team sheets. Good old Hutchie. Nice little cameo. Not from him, but just saying his name is a cameo, isn't it? Anyway, I've got a bit of a tangent here. Team news is dropped, and there's 6 changes. 6, I repeat, changes for Ipswich Town. AJ, fill us in. Who's come in? Who's come out? Shake it all about and all that.
Roscoe tangent there. Blimey. Yes, 6 changes for Ipswich. More than half the team has been changed. Let's go formation order. So Twanzebe's in at right back. Harry Clark out the squad. We'll have to have a look and see what's happened with him. Then from there, Luke Wolfman's come back in because George Edmondson was rolled his ankle, so it was an easy switch to make there. Headed them, Jack Taylor dropped to the bench. In comes Massimo Luongo, and then the forward line's had a little bit of a rejig. We've had, oh god, this is going to be such a challenge now. Mari Hutchinson moves out to the right. Connor Chapman comes back into the team through the middle. Jeremy Sarmiento's coming on the left, and Ali Al Hamadi leads the line.
You want that?
By himself. Been waiting for this. We've all been waiting for this for a little while. I think it's been coming, hasn't it? And hopefully this is going to be the right game for him. I thought it might have been midweek. I think that Kiefer Moore's a little bit tired. He's played so many minutes, and I think he could do with this break. So interesting to see how the team shapes up with him in from the start against a Middlesbrough team that are in really good form. Just one change from their midweek draw at Hull with Silvera coming in for Greenwood, so expecting a similarly tough test.
Yeah, of course they've got an Ipswich sort of lad in their squad. Matty Clark starts in defence, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on in reception and stuff like that. He made like 5 appearances for the club, but I'm sure he's a Suffolk boy. Be interesting to see how he gets on. But yeah, 6 different changes. It'll be interesting to see how Ali Hamadi does his first ever championship start as well.
Yep.
Right, well let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. How was the media scan for you? I've given it a really high rating.
I'd go with a solid 8 today. I would have liked a little bit more of it, to be perfectly honest, but it was warm, nice. Maybe if it was a cold day, it would have gone down a little bit better, but really happy with that. 8 out of 10 for me.
I like it. Well, let's get right into it. AJ does his normal typey type. I'll get my snappy snap. Let's see if Town can get back to winning ways and go top of the championship. Let's bring it on. So it's ended in a 1-1 draw for Town against Middlesbrough. I forgot who we played for a second there. I'm joined here by Pitchy and Liam. Although we feel a bit maybe underwhelmed, deflated, we're still top of the league, boys.
Sorry, Liam, that is the weird feeling, isn't it? You're like, we're top of the league. Right, is it a point clear now?
Yeah, we'll be, yeah.
2 points off Leeds. Yeah.
And we're sitting there going, what if? Football is what if, and like, you know, if we'd have won both games, we'd have been promoted, but we didn't. We've ground out the draw. I thought we played really well. Borough played quite well. Like, I've been a bit critical of Halaki all season, I'll be honest, I'm one of them. But I'll tell you what, them 2 saves at the end are world class.
Unbelievable.
He has kept us in the game, to be honest, and like I say, I am happy, but on the same point, it's like the what if. I mean, I'll go to bed tonight and I wake up, what if, if.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll let Liam have a word in.
Obviously, Liam, we went behind.
Exactly.
So we had to come back, and thankfully, Massimo Longo kicked it in the back of the net, and it's a draw at the end of the day, but Borough, they're an informed team as well.
They're a good team. Carrick's got them organised, got them playing out the back like McKenna, but it's what Peachy said, it's a what if, isn't it? It's just disappointing, but we've got to take a step back. We're still top, and if we keep going like this, there's no reason why we can't keep going in the dreaded promotion word, is there?
Oh, it's getting closer. That 3 games left to go.
So it's 3 games to go, and it's still in our hands.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought? I know people get fed up. Who'd have thought at the start of the season? 3 games to go, still in our hands. That's what I say. I think after maybe 10, 15 minutes, I'll take a step back and realise what we are in a brilliant position, and we've got to love this. It's just like I say, it's just a what ifs. But do you know what? I still think we can do it. But we are. We're in our hands. I mean, I think because Coventry are near about the playoff picture now, so
pretty much.
And hopefully they'll win their FA Cup semi-final. So we're worried about the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Hull, are they still a little bit? Nah.
Once again, they're on the cuffs, but
it's like Southampton. They won 3-2 today. The 99th minute winner.
Was it Flynn Down? Someone said
it was Flynn Down right at the end.
Yeah. Oh no, they're out of it.
They know how we feel now.
Yeah.
But if they win the 2 games in hand, they've also got Leicester in that run. They've got Leicester away and Leeds away, so it keeps them interested.
Yeah.
So, up a bloody town, really.
Yeah, I like that. Liam, final words, my friends. A better performance than the last 2, really, I'd say.
Yeah, it was a better performance. It felt a bit of a carbon copy of midweek, but it was better overall. Yeah. But we came back.
Scored.
Exactly, scored, yeah. Hagley kept us in the game, so I think this break's positive, and I think the players need to take a step back, regroup, and let's go Coventry away, up the town.
Love it, top man. Next man joining me is George. Man, oh man. Sam Morsey's just been announced the Player of the Year, which is... It was what I was expecting. He got my vote, to be honest. But yeah, going back to the game, my friends. Thoughts on that one?
I feel like disappointed, but we are top of the league. It just feels like weird emotions at the moment because we've seen Leicester loss last night to Plymouth. We saw Leeds loss as well, celebrating the crowd underneath the South West Stand. What a moment that was when Sammy Smuts ran through there. Always love Sammy Smuts, always have done. But we come into the game, we played better than we did against Watford. I thought against Watford Watford are a very good side actually. They were well drilled. And we played another good side who were well drilled under Michael Carrick, who is a good manager. He got them to the semi-finals last year in the playoffs, and they lost to Coventry in that. But it was just a day of what ifs, really. We were really good. I thought we were pressing a lot in the first half. We got that goal, which was good, but we did concede that goal, which was really annoying from a bit of sleeping at the back. But it's just a day of what ifs. One Simeon's shot, it's just the other side of the post. The other side, we would be dancing around. But it isn't what it is today, but we are top of the league. It is in our hands. 3 games to go. Leeds and Leicester still got tough runs to go. We have as well, but we've got 2 weeks off now to recoup, rest, get everybody a little bit fitter. We have sort of seen that. I think we've seen a little bit of slumping performances just due to the consistent amount of games. They are knackered, but it just gives time, a little bit of rest, a little bit of sort of look what we can do better and just go again. And then is it Hull next?
Yes.
It's Hull.
So Liam said Coventry,
yes,
but it is Hull City. So if anybody was going shouting at their screen saying it's Hull, but it is Hull City after this 2-week break.
But yeah, no. Go again. Beat Hull, beat Coventry, beat Huddersfield, and up the town.
Top man. Next up, I'm joined by Matty Macon, who's got his legs out, ladies and gentlemen. He's got his legs out there. They are.
It's warm enough for shorts, mate.
Yeah, I have to admit, I was debating it, and I just didn't do it. But I'm sure the next home game, maybe next away game, I'll got my
Tomorrow,
potentially, the women's team, definitely. Thoughts on that one, mate? Improvement from the last 2?
It's definitely an improvement. Well, it's nice to be able to celebrate a goal again.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird with it being a goalless draw on Wednesday, and that's 1 point more than Leeds and Leicester have got this weekend.
Yes.
So, yeah, when the Leeds game finished, we were walking down here from the pub, and I said, "Do you know what? It's important. We really need a win, but a draw's not devastating, and I stand by that." So top of the league. It's weird being frustrated having gone top of the league. Probably started the game well, went behind from the real first bit of danger, a bit of poor defending, got back into it, and then the second half today was very much like the second half on Wednesday night. Really, not a lot happening. Few good chances, but whoever's going to get top 2 in this championship are just going to limp over the line, really, because it feels very upper class British. After you, no, I insist, you first. You know? Every time somebody drops points, no one capitalises. And again, what I said on Wednesday is the teams nearest to 90 points with 3 games to go are the ones that look the most knackered. And we've got an advantage now that we've got a 2-week break, which Leeds and Leicester haven't got.
No, yes. It's one of the best leagues in the world, in my opinion, Championship.
It is. It's definitely more entertaining than the Premier League. Don't get me wrong, I want us to go up. The ambition is always to get into the top division in your country, but this is miles better entertaining. We haven't got to deal with VAR or anything like that. And I've spoken to friends. I've got friends who are like Fulham fans, Burnley fans, and they always say, that in a way, they always enjoy it a lot more when they're down here because they get to see more wins. You're not getting battered by the big teams or anything like that. But this is still a great season, isn't it? It's just such a
we're moaning about drawing today.
Season. I was having a conversation with Bloomers and a few others over there, and I was like, "Can I interest you in 11th in League One like 2-3 seasons ago? Whatever it was. This is beyond what any of us expected coming back up to the second tier this season. And whilst it would be disappointing to miss out on top 2, the fact that we're already guaranteed playoffs, and we have been for a few games now, is still way above and beyond what anyone was probably predicting, even with their most blue-tinted glasses on at the start of the season.
Yeah, mate, and this break is going to be massive for the team, because I have to admit, they look a bit knackered, don't they? Leaf, he does his normal, but they'll enjoy, I'm sure, this next 2 weeks to, on the training ground, work on things and get ready for those big 3 games.
Collectively, we look knackered since Blackburn on Good Friday. Kiefer Moore hasn't had a chance to really catch his breath from the Wales game. He's played a lot of football after that gruelling 2 hours plus penalties in the Euros playoffs. But we just generally, I can't say there's one player that stands out as looking particularly leggy, because as a unit we have.
We're a team, aren't we?
We always look good as a unit, and we look knackered as a unit. Yeah. So, and we do well in terms of refreshing ourselves during a break. So this I know Leeds and Leicester have games, and in theory they can build up a little bank of points. But on the other hand, that means we know exactly what we need to do. Hull and Coventry, they're not going to be easy games, but they're not games to be afraid of, and Coventry are going to be coming into that game off the back of a really busy period, including their FA Cup semi-final. And do you know what? It would be peak Man United to go out to a Championship side in the semis after losing in the quarters. Hi Paul, sorry, I know you're filming and you're really enjoying that. And so they could have their minds on a Wembley final. Equally, they could go the distance where United go out on penalties and be physically and mentally tired from it. So we can't rule anything out. Whatever happens, there's going to be a really exciting running.
Yeah,
I'm really glad that we're part of it.
Just broke my polos. Just dropped my polos and they're all broken now. Thanks, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Another duo up next. It's K-Dog, all the way from Wales, and Bloomers, my friend he's lost his voice, so he's only going to be on briefly. Let's start with you then, Bloomers. Thoughts on that?
That's very kind of you, yeah. I've lost my voice through a combination of shouting and just general being under the weather. Yeah, well, look, the lads need 2 weeks rest. I need 2 weeks rest. I think we all do. You can fault tiny things, but look, at the end of the day, we're at a point closer to getting promoted. It's still in our hands. We're top of the league with 3 games to go. With those fine margins that were going for us at the start of the season, I think I spoke about it on Wednesday. A couple of them didn't go for us today, but then if Vlasav, the one whose name I've suddenly all season I've said his name absolutely fine, and then the last 2 weeks I've not been able to say his name. If Clarky doesn't make those 2 saves, we don't even get that point anyway. Yeah, exactly. I don't get that point anyway. So I'm going to well and truly keep the faith. I'm going to kick back, pray that Leeds have a downfall like what they're doing at the moment. And then see where we are for the whole game, and look, we'll just kick on from there. There's 3 games left. The lads are going to give it absolutely everything, and if you're gonna jump off now, then there's 95% of the story's gone. You might as well stick around for the last 5%.
Love it, my friend.
Right, Kieran's gonna have a much better interview than me.
That's fine. Rest up that voice, ready for those big 3 games. K-Dog, my friends. Apparently you two sat together, so that would have been an interesting duo act there. I'm sure a lot of shouting, a lot of support as well. But thoughts on that?
Well, I thought Václav Hladký.
Better than me.
Yeah, exactly. Should rub that in there. Was outstanding today, so I should start off with that. I just wanted to say his name. I'll get to it later. It was an interesting experience at next to Bloomers.
Yes.
And his mate to his left, who I can't remember his name, but he's a legend. Anyway, it feels frustrating. It feels deflating because we come out there going, well, why are we upset that we're top of the league? Because we're Ipswich fans and we're not allowed to enjoy anything or be happy about anything. We've got to be miserable. We've got to find something that's wrong. We're not allowed to enjoy the happiness. We are top of the league with 3 games to go. Before
Snatch your hand off.
yeah, before Norwich, we needed 5 wins from the last 5 games.
Yeah.
Before Watford, we needed 4 wins from the last 4 games. Oh, sorry, after each. Sorry, it was 6 wins from 6, 5 from 5, 4 from 4. It's now 3 from 3. All we had to do was match Leeds results. Today we've betted both Leeds and Leicester.
Yeah, we did.
We're a point clear at the top of the league. You can go ifs, buts and maybes, but ultimately we're in a position that you would have snapped your hand off 12 months ago at the start of the season. Do you know what? If we were stood here 8th with an outside shot at the playoffs, we'd all be happy, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Today, I thought we were dominant.
Amari was lively, Jezza as well.
Yeah, I did. That was the best start that I've seen from Jezza today. Yeah. We've always said that he's great off the bench. But we're not really impact sub. Yeah. We're not convinced about him starting today. He looked really lively. Morsey and Luongo had the run in the midfield. Borough didn't want it.
No.
Didn't want them. They had a point to prove, I think, maybe, but they just didn't want it. They could do what they wanted. I thought we were going to score. And I always thought, we go to that period, we're in control, we don't score. We're always at the risk that they score against the run of play, which they did. It was a soft goal. Morsey was a bit loose with the pass. And it was poor defending. You can't give someone a free header on the edge of the 6-yard box.
Definitely him who scored the goal. It's a laugh.
He's got a very long name. I don't know what it is.
He's a top man up front anyway.
He's a very good player.
Yes.
But you can't give anyone that sort of space in the box on their own. And then I thought we responded really well. Ref's performance, I don't think was that great. He seemed a bit soft. Right.
Cheers, bud. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. I know he's on his phone. He's on his phone talking to
the ref.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Getting his bet in.
Very much.
Excuse me, sorry. I know, I just thought...
So many people coming. That's all stewards. Good job today.
Cheers, guys.
I don't know if they did a good job or not.
They seemed all right. But the guy by me seemed disappointed that we'd drawn, so, I'll rate that.
Okay, like that. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. I just think... What was I saying? Soft goal, wasn't it?
Soft goal.
And then, we came back well. We just had to take control again. We got to get sloppy after we conceded. And we equalised, and I thought, we're going to take control, we're going to score again, which didn't come. It was one of those days we could have played all night and wouldn't have scored. I hate saying that because it's such a cliche. Play my cliche card. Could have played my card today.
Yeah.
I think Amari had a few good chances.
Yeah, he did.
Was a little bit wasteful, sometimes a little bit unlucky.
Final third in it sometimes.
Yeah, I just think
decision making.
Yeah, and that's something we saw with him at the start of the season. We thought we were coaching out of him. I think maybe he's exhausted and it's difficult. They've got split sections to make these decisions.
I was really zooming for the snappy snaps. I was really zooming into Amari because he was on the floor with his head in his hands and just frustrated. He felt like he could have maybe done better.
Yeah, but I don't think any of them really were making great decisions in the final third. That final ball didn't seem to come today. Whatever we tried, it seemed to be a foot in the way.
I didn't see that late winner coming. I just didn't today.
I didn't see any sort of winner come in. It just everything was chipped through. I don't understand why we're chipping a ball through or playing it in the air a lot because they seem to be better than us doing that. And there's a couple of times, after about 60, 70 minutes, Chaplin tried to put Amari through, or I think it was. He chipped the ball through.
Yeah, it could be Amari.
Yeah, he tried to...
What's happened today?
Yeah, there were a couple of times they just tried to put them through, and they sort of tried to chip it through, and they got straight to the keeper's hands, or they made the defenders made to head it back.
Some big boys. He got Matt Clark. And
the defenders made to head it back to the keeper, and it just takes the sting out of it. You put it on the floor, you've got to force the defender to do something. You can play it back to the keeper fine, but then you can still press on it, head it back, chip it in the air, don't get there, sort of kills it. And it's just that sort of decision making. They say Bloomer said the fine margins, those little split decisions that we were getting right and making right up until now. We just didn't do today. We haven't go break our way. But like I said, in our hands. The boys need that time off, I think.
They do.
Sometimes you can go, we don't having a break in a season. Sometimes the international breaks momentum. I think, do you know what? We're in the strongest position. We're not in the strongest position we could be because we could have won today. But we're in as strong as a position as we could have hoped for.
Yeah.
It's in our hands. We're a point clear at the top. We're 2 points clear of Leeds. by the time we play again, Leeds could only be level on points with us.
Yeah.
And then they would only have one game, and we would have 3, and that would basically mean a win would see us all but up. So it's not over yet. It's firmly in our hands.
3 games.
3 games to go. We're top of the league, and I think 2 weeks rest is going to do them good.
Do all of us good.
Yeah,
Support us as well.
you get.
And Mick, can't wait to have a break.
Yeah. You know, they all look knackered, actually exhausted, but I think Leeds and Leicester are struggling as well because they haven't, despite having a slightly maybe a bigger squad or a deeper squad, they haven't played a 46-game season for quite some time, either of them. Certainly Leicester. I think this week, 2 weeks off now, we're great. We'll come back against Hull, fresh, ready to go. By that point, Leeds and Leicester will have played, and we will know exactly what we've got to do.
Yeah.
It will all be laid out in front of us. And I still believe that McKenna and this team can see it home. And this time next year, we will play. Well, this time next year, in August, we will be playing Premier League football. Bookmark this. We will get promoted, and so it end.
Okay, next up, I'm joined by Dayberton.
Oliver, you meant.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I meant Dayberton. You're making your debut on game day.
Yeah.
And you're bloody tall.
Oh yeah.
It's tall. It's too tall for me.
No, I'm
but
tall.
thoughts on that, mate?
I don't want. I'm going to say this. I have seen fans all on social media saying it a bit down at this point. It's a point in the end of the day, but unfortunately didn't get the 3. But we just have to move on. We've got 3 crucial games coming up. It's massive. It's all why today we played well. We played decent today. Unfortunately, credit to the away side. They defended very well. We got the point, but it's going to go to the final day of the season, I think.
Yeah. Of course, that's the next time we're here at Portman Road.
Yeah.
Of course, it's in our hands, my friends.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it? Do you reckon they can do it?
Hope so. Yeah. Burns and we need Burns and Hurst back. Hopefully they're back by the whole game. So I saw Hurst the other week at my old college at Suffolk 1, and some people when he was talking to, he said he was going to be back by the whole game. Ooh. Hopefully he is, but I'm not sure. We can't make rumours about it, but hopefully 2 weeks now will be absolutely crucial for the players. So hopefully those 2 weeks will be good for time for rest for the players, so they can get back and they know these 3 cup finals are crucial. So. And I think the Coventry one is the only one I'm nervous about. That's it. I think the whole one, they make it a little bit easier for teams at their stadium, don't they, where they play. I know they won 3-0 today, but I think Hull obviously, when they play at home, obviously we beat them 3-0. We thrashed them last time. Hull, I think Hull's going to be all different games, but the players just need to know it's important now.
And the final man joining me is good old Mike, my friend, wearing a nice little orange number here, signed by John Walk. Didn't play in this shirt, but
never played in this shirt. I don't know what's going on there.
He just signed it, didn't he? Just signed it. Why not? Mate, you were a bit worried about this game, obviously on Wednesday night, and
I didn't think we were going to win this game, to be honest.
We lose.
We didn't lose it. No, and Leeds have lost the last 2. Leicester have lost the last 2. Leeds have drawn 1, lost 1, haven't they?
We haven't won our last 3.
We scored though.
We did. We celebrated a goal.
We've put ourselves above everyone.
Yes.
We're top of the league.
We are.
3 to go.
Oh.
We've got the supercomputer out. I think we need 4 points will guarantee promotion.
Yes.
In the next 3. I think 3 points will guarantee second.
Yeah.
So we need to win one of our last 3 or draw them all.
Draw them all.
Mate, it could be Huddersfield. Huddersfield could be safe.
Mate, that's the next time we're here at Portman Road, as I mentioned
we're
earlier.
We're the team that send you down.
We
could do that.
Yeah.
That's just what just seems that Flynn Downs has now scored a winner for Southampton, kept them in the race. Mm-hmm. They've now got 2 games in hand against Leeds and Leicester. Oof. Right?
Could they get?
Yeah. Are they going to they're going to go for it, aren't they,
really
against them too? I might. Leeds is the last game of the season, so the fate might be actually. Yeah. They might actually know their fate by then. But Leeds have got this lot next, Middlesbrough. Yeah. And Middlesbrough hate Leeds. Yeah. Right? They're not going to roll over for them.
No.
QPR might.
Yeah.
QPR on the beach, right?
Yeah,
so they might roll over. So all right. So let's say that Leeds get a draw, and then they beat QPR. Mm-hmm. They're all down to Southampton. They might get a draw. Is it Southampton? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Or they might get beat. Yeah. So if they get 5 points, we only need 4.
Wow.
No.
Wow. Yeah.
Or 3, because Leicester lose all their games. We win 3.
3. I think just 3. No.
In fact, no. We don't
3.
need. If Leicester lose all their games.
Caraman Paul said 3.
Leicester lose all their games. We don't even need to win another game, do we?
No.
We're above them. So.
Yep. Just draw the next 3. We'll be happy about that.
We're in pole position, Ross.
Yes.
I'm feeling a lot more optimistic about it now.
Good.
After the Watford game, I felt a bit down.
He's wearing this shirt, maybe.
I went away and I thought about it and I was like, what an idiot. What I said
It's
on
emotion, isn't it? Raw emotion after a game.
No, I got sucked in by all the negative idiots in the stand. Some of them were booing.
Yeah, wow.
And I'm thinking, you privileged you know what I mean?
To be fair, we've had a few. We've moaned a little bit on today's game day. We're not booed on game day.
2 years ago, Cameron Burgess was getting sent off and we drew 2-2 with Shrewsbury away.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, we had Matt Penny on the wing. Yeah. Who do these people think they are?
Yeah, I know. But
don't like it. Go support West Ham again.
Anyway, got a nice little break now, Mike.
What sort of beep have you got? Have you got like a little duck noise?
It will just be silence.
What are you saying? You need a wee.
I need a wee after it, ladies and gentlemen. I've needed a wee since this 70th minute, and obviously I come out and speak to these beautiful people.
I went to the toilet before I came out.
I should have done
Upstairs
that too.
for thinking, downstairs for dancing and all.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap this up. But any other business from you? We've got a nice little break. What are you going to do in this next 2 weeks? You got any plans? Anything?
I'm going to watch Leeds lose against Middlesbrough and Leicester lose against Southampton.
That's our plan.
And then I might have a barbecue or something if it goes on like this.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I was just saying before we recorded, like it's still very light as we record this. So yeah, it's going to be Huddersfield's final day of the season.
Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Yes.
I think we'll just end it there, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks
very much
for the league.
Yeah, top of the league. Come on, top of the league.
Top of the league with pole position.
Bring on the final 3 games.
Come on, Ross. Let's go.